All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our first information session about first year leadership opportunities at TCU. We call it Get with the Flows. This is just an opportunity for you to connect with the different first year leadership opportunities that we have on campus, learn a little bit more about what they're about and what flows in general are about, and then we'll have some time for questions in the end. But first, really quickly, before we do that, because you are attending a first year leadership opportunity information session, you have the opportunity to win a free TCU Nike branded backpack. And so just scan this QR code to check into the information session. So that way we know you're here. And then you have the opportunity to win in a raffle for one of these free Nike book bags. And so really cool opportunity. Let's do it a couple more seconds. Perfect. And I can come back to this after the end of the presentation as well. Just a little bit of an agenda. If you're like me, I'm someone that likes to know what's about to happen in a presentation. We're going to very briefly go over what is a first year leadership opportunity or flow. We're then going to turn it over to our flows to hear from them and hear about what the student experience is like in each. Then we'll quickly and briefly go over how do you apply, and then we'll turn it to your questions to see if you have any questions for any of us. And so this is our agenda. And so first, what is a flow? What is a first year leadership opportunity? Flows are unique opportunities for students to connect and grow during their first year at Texas Christian University. Turning your passion into purpose, flows meet throughout the year and engage with projects and experiential learning to create informed leaders in the TCU community and the world beyond. It's a lot of words, but the biggest thing to know about flows is they're all about growing and developing you. They're opportunities that engage in different subjects and different topics, but have a similar thread of wanting to get you into a community where you can get connected and supported with other horned frogs that you'll be able to lean on throughout your first year at TCU and beyond throughout your entire time at Texas Christian University. So definitely just really great opportunity for you to grow in your leadership, make social connections, all these different pieces. And so, why join a flow? Well, first is that social connection piece. Flows are a place to make meaningful connections with other students. Our students go through retreats, collaborative projects, and team building. And you can make friendships that last a lifetime. Many of our students that have been in flows in the past have talked about how impactful their experience has been, stating that it's given them friendships they know are going to last them for a lifetime. And so it's definitely a great way to get plugged in and find your community here at TCU during your first year. Another reason is leadership development. Leadership is more than just a title. Through communication, teamwork, problem solving, and decision making, you have the opportunity to hone your leadership skills. One piece that I really want to say with leadership development is it doesn't matter if you have a lot of leadership experiences or if you're brand new and haven't have been a leader before, but you're interested in growing and developing as one. Flows are for you. It's an opportunity for you to just grow throughout that first year and learn what it means to be a leader, engage with different opportunities in the TCU community, and just grow with the network of your peers throughout your first year. So leadership development is another big reason why join a flow. Another one is personal growth. That first year of college is just a huge transition in life. You're navigating lots of things from navigating academics to social connections to working your way around campus and getting yourself acquainted. And so flows provide a supportive environment that allows you to step out of your comfort zone, embrace new challenges, and discover your passions. A lot of times in flows, it's going to be, what are you interested in? What conversations do you want to have? These experiences are for you. And so there's lots of personal growth that is seen within. And then a last reason that I have is legacy. In the musical Hamilton, legacy is planting seeds in a garden that you'll never get to see. But you get to plant your legacy here at TCU, starting in your first year with a first year leadership opportunity. So flows consist of diverse individuals committed to making a difference at TCU and the world beyond. They are an excellent place to leave your mark. Each flow is going to talk about a little bit about what they do, but each have experiences that they're able to create within the TCU community. And so I'm very excited for them to get to share that with you. And so, in that vein, we are going to hear from the flows and we're going to start with Frog Aids.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Ryan Murray. I'm a junior from Kansas City, Kansas. I'm studying political science with a minor in criminal justice on the pre-law track, and I'm one of the co-directors for Frog Aids this year.
And hi, I'm Megan Yates. I'm also a junior from Kansas City, and I'm a strategic communications major.
Yeah, so we're super excited to be able to share a little bit about Frog Aids with you guys. Just to read off the slide real quick, Frog Aids is a first-year leadership program designed to empower first-year students to create lasting servant-focused change and develop leadership skills to aid in both personal and professional growth. And we focus on community, leadership, service, and growth. So it's kind of a lot of information thrown at you, but here on the next slide, we have a lot of the ways in which we achieve those goals.
So for Frog Aids, we have a cohort of about 50 students that will be accepted and placed into small groups, about around 10 each, to build closer friendships and throughout the year. And although this seems kind of daunting with that number, it is competitive, but it is so worth applying. Ryan and I would both say that it was the highlight of our freshman year, and we would be nowhere without this program.
Yeah. So each small group is going to like research and plan a service project in the first semester. So for me, just to give a little personal story, last year, the small group I was in charge of was called Frog Aids Connections. So our small group was tasked with planning an event that would bring the Frog Aids closer together. So throughout the year, we did a lot of little activities that kind of enhanced our meetings. We started like a hot seat incognito kind of game thing that we played at the beginning. And then at the end of the year, we threw a Christmas party for the entire cohort. So just throughout these small groups, you're going to be learning how to plan certain events, how to budget for things, just leadership skills that'll help you at TCU and beyond. And you are getting closer with the kids in your small group as well during that time. And then also with an exec member leading that small group, that's just another mentor that you can become close with throughout the semester and really get to know, and they're here for you during that first semester.
Yes, and so then all of our members during second semester will work together to use the skills that they learned through their first semester projects to implement what we call the Big Project, which is this large-scale community service event for a local nonprofit. In years past, we've done projects surrounding mental health awareness, supporting those without homes currently, and then we've also done food drives, just really great ways to give back to the community and do fun events. Last year specifically, we did Pickleball with a Purpose, which was you would donate a food item or an item of clothing, and in response, that was your like ticket to play pickleball. And it was a great way to get the community to support a local shelter.
Yeah, and just some other things that we're starting new this year. We're doing a Big Little program within the cohort. So alumni who have graduated out of the program will become bigs to the 50 students, kind of like how Greek Life does Big Littles. So say you're a business student who really wants to apply for fellows and they know they want to do that. We would give you a big who is in fellows in the business program, who could help mentor you throughout the year and preparing you to get involved in programs such as that. So we're really excited to start that fun new program. Community service events, we have two required per semester. We have a director of community service on our team who right now is starting to get together what those opportunities are going to be, but two are required, but then we plan on having a lot more throughout the year as well. But outside of that, the meetings, they're in the blue on Tuesdays from 8 to 9. Pre-med kids, we got asked about this at the IFS, so just want to throw this out there. We know there's chemistry tests Tuesday nights a few times a semester. That's totally fine. We always have had pre-meds in it. They show up a few minutes late to those meetings, no big deal. Just wanted to throw that out there because we did get asked about it. And then the small groups, they meet one time a week for about an hour. So you have a 1 hour meeting, 1 hour small group meeting. So it's only a 2 hour commitment a week, really. But we really encourage Frog Aids to hang out with each other outside of the chambers as well and become good friends. And usually we have no problem getting them to do that. Everyone's really close in the cohort. So just such a fun, loving community that we've loved getting to be a part of. And we have a really fun retreat. We can't say too much about it because we like to keep it fun and secretive, but it's an overnight retreat somewhere in the area. And it's a lot of fun. And it's Friday, October 18th through Saturday, October 19th. Don't worry, we'll be back in time for the football game. And then you'll just get to go closer with your cohort at that. It's kind of like one of the big favorites of first semester. But yeah, We love Frog Aids. Couldn't recommend it enough. Please email us or DM us on our Instagram, TCU Frog Aids. If you guys have any questions about applying, Frog Aids, like all other flows, applications close October, or gosh, not October, August 25th. So yeah, let us know if you guys have any questions. Thank you.
Thank you very much, y'all. I am now going to turn it over to Lead Now.
Hi guys. Well, my name is Brittany. I am a sophomore and I am double majoring right now in psychology and criminal justice. And I'm from Fort Worth, Texas.
Hi, I'm Lynette. I'm also a sophomore. I'm also local from Fort Worth. I'm currently majoring in biochemistry with a minor in Spanish and health professions on the pre-med track.
And I'm one of the executive directors, and
I'm the director of service.
So yeah. So Lead Now stands for Lead Network of Women, and it's a flow designed for first-year students to discover and basically learn what it means to be a woman and a leader. So all of our activities focus on empowerment, leadership, community building, and especially sisterhood.
It's really like it really focuses on women leadership, and what I really like about it is that it uses the tools and skills you already have. It's not trying to like create yourself as a different person, but use what you're comfortable with, like your values and priorities, kind of seeing like where you are right now and where you want to be, kind of like what your vision is, and just try to connect those points while getting to know different people along the way.
Yeah, it really builds on everything that you already have and just teaches you how to empower yourself, other women, and be confident in those skills that you have. So it's a cohort of 40 women, and they'll be placed into small groups, which are about 10 students each. And there are different small groups: outreach, service, membership experience, and public relations. So all of those will help you build your different skills, find something that you're interested in, and teach you how to be a leader that focuses on those different categories. And through those different groups, you will build like closer connections with the girls in your group and really bond and essentially like grow together in your small group.
Yeah, and we typically meet once a week on Wednesdays. I think we're doing 7, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be 7 to
7
8.
to 8, and it's not really too much of a commitment. Like if you're worried about whether can you be involved in other stuff, you really can. It's what I really like about just Lead Now or like being in a flow in general is that it allows you to build up on stuff what you're learning right now while being able to implement it on your other clubs and your overall like college life.
Yeah, everything that you learn on Wednesdays will really help you apply it to different other skills that you are a part of, or like different events that you are part of in campus, different clubs and organizations you're in. And the Wednesday meetings are the only like required event. We do have other required meetings to go to, but Wednesdays are the only ones that are going to be strictly enforced. Everything else that's going to be outside of that are more like bonding experiences, so you can really experience other things with the girls, but also build your skills outside of the Wednesday meetings.
Yeah, we do they're typically workshops, not really like lecture based. We're learning together, and then we can do like study sessions, just different activities, like arts and crafts and stuff. And we also have a retreat in the fall, where that's a really good opportunity to really get to know people, especially like outside of like your typical daily like in the campus. So it's a really good opportunity.
Yeah, the retreat is super
fun.
so much fun. Like it really gives you a chance to, get away from your phones and kind of just bond with the girls. Like it's so much fun. There's a lot of different events and different activities that we do. Like that's essentially like how we became friends.
Yeah.
Because of the retreat. And we were both in Lead Now last year. It was such a great experience. Like I learned so much through Lead Now. Like before this, I will say I was very scared to step up and do more leadership skills. I didn't think that I had what it takes, but everybody has what it takes. Everybody has that in them. So Lead Now really helps you find that inside you and teaches you to like build upon it, like step up and don't be scared because you can do it. Like you really can.
And provides you a lot of opportunity to try to step up to what you may be afraid to do. And it's really cool that it's during first year because it might be your first year apart from family, apart from where you're from, but you're also being able to live this experience with those around you. So
yeah, it really helps you find that sense of community with like-minded people and helps you develop your skills together. So you're bonding with other girls, but you're also growing at the same time. So it's really fun, great experience.
Perfect. Thank y'all so much. And if you have any
Thank you.
questions for Lead Now, you can follow them on Instagram at TCU Lead Now, and you can direct message them, and I'm sure they'll be able to answer your questions there. Now I'm going to turn it over to Leaps.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Emily Healy, and I'm a sophomore from Oklahoma City, and I am studying business management with a minor in psychology. And LEAPS is a super cool organization because this is the first year that we're doing it. So, like Noah said about building your legacy, you can truly start that with LEAPS because you would be a part of our first cohort, which is super exciting. So, LEAPS stands for Leaders Engaging and Assisting People Through Service. And it is a flow, obviously, for first year students who want to get connected to the greater community and make a difference in Fort Worth. And it focuses on a commitment to engagement, impact, and outreach. So we'll be doing this by creating service opportunities for other TCU students and then going out into the community and getting connected with different nonprofits. So it would be a great way, just if you're new to the Fort Worth area, or even if you grew up here and you don't really know how to get involved, this is a great way to start as a freshman, saying, oh, this food bank or this animal shelter, like they can always use help. Obviously, all of these nonprofits are always looking for volunteers. And through LEAPS, you can be the one to plan events that helps to get other TCU students involved. And obviously, any questions that you guys have can be directed to anyone in the flows, or the LEAPS stuff is still being finalized, any Instagrams and stuff, but all of the applications are the same. And like the other flows, we'll be having about 30 to 40 students that will also get placed into small groups with about 10 other freshmen, and that you'll get to build closer relationships with. And each small group will help to plan community engagement and volunteer events, obviously for all of the other TCU students and everyone in our cohort. And each student is going to be required to volunteer for a LEAPS event and a DCU Serves Day in the fall and spring semesters. And we'll also be working hand in hand with our service board that plans our week and day of service. And our meetings likely now will be Wednesdays from 8 to 9:30 p.m. in the blue. And our retreat also likely now will be Friday, September 27th from 5 to 9, and Saturday, September 28th from 9 to 4. And our Friday will actually be working hand in hand with Lead Now. So that'll be a super fun opportunity for us to connect with another flow. Yeah. Thank you guys.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Emily and Felice. And so now that you've heard about the three amazing opportunities that we have, I want to just briefly go over how do you apply to them. And so first thing I want to show you is that flows have a common application, meaning that it's one application for all of our first year leadership opportunities. So when in this application, you can select which flows you want to apply for. And so you have the opportunity to select all three flows if you're interested in interviewing and going through the process through all three. Please keep in mind, however, that if you are selected for a flow, you will only be able to be selected by one flow. So you're only able to be a part of one flow cohort because we want to make sure that you're able to give all your energy and you're able to fully show up and be present in the spaces in that first year leadership opportunity. And so that's just a brief note I wanted to make about our application process. I also wanted to share a QR code. So this QR code will take you to our application. And so definitely recommend scanning this so you can go ahead and get started. I know it was already mentioned as our flows were speaking to us, but an important note is that first year leadership opportunities application closes on August 25th at 11:59 p.m. So I know that's really soon. And so just want to make sure that you have enough time to think through the questions on the application and are able to give your best answers to them. So here's the QR code of the application. And if you need it, I can go back to it after our presentation is over. Just to give you a little bit of an overview of what our timeline looks like, what you can expect after you submit your application. So from August 1st, August 25th, is the time that we've had our application open. And again, it will close August 25th at 11:59 p.m. On August 30th, you can expect an email from me telling you which flows have extended an interview invitation to you. And so you'll get that email from me, and in that email will be the links for you to sign up for an interview. Keep in mind that you will need to respond to that pretty quickly because on September 2nd, that is your deadline to sign up for the interviews for each flow. So you must sign up for interviews by 5 p.m. on September 2nd. If you have not signed up for an interview with the flow that has extended an interview invitation to you by 5 p.m. on September 2nd, the assumption will be that you no longer wish to continue with that flow's process. So please keep that in mind that September 2nd is a very important date for you to have submitted your interview sign-up slots. Continuing a little bit with our timeline, the week of September 4th to 10th is when you can expect to have interviews completed. If for some reason the interview time slots that are available do not work with your schedule, please email me, or actually I'll connect you with the first year leadership opportunities so that they're able to connect with you and work with you to see what potential options are available. But just so you know, our interviews will be conducted on September 4th to 10th. After that day, on September 10th, you are going to get an email from me that asks you to list your preferences for the flows that you interviewed for. So for example, if you interviewed for all 3 flows, you will need to rank the flows in order of the ones that you would prefer to be in. And so those preferences will be due on September 11th, which is the day after interviews have been completed. And then we have a little bit of time as we sit through and we develop our cohorts for each flow. And on September 20th will be our match day. And so you can expect an email from me by 5 p.m. that day telling you if you were selected for a flow and which flow you were selected for. And then that following week is when our flows will begin meeting. And so definitely some really exciting things. And so I just wanted to make sure that you had an idea of what our flow application timeline looks like, just so you can have an idea of what to expect each week once you submit that application. And so that is all that I have for you. And so I'm going to turn it over to your questions and I will end the recording. Thank you all so much.